have a nice day. We have to use different techniques of teaching inside the classroom transactional process, isn't it? Yes, we are familiar with a lot of techniques of teaching for our effective teaching inside the classroom, of course. One such technique is storytelling. We can discuss about storytelling in this video, okay? Yes, stories are effective as educational tools because they are believable, rememberable and entertaining. Stories are an inseparable part of our life. Every one of us allowed to listen or read the tales, isn't it? No matter what the age of us is, of course, we are fascinated towards reading and listening to stories. The story is about a town mouse and a country mouse. One mouse is living in the town, so it is called as the town mouse. The another mouse is living in the village side, so it is known as the country mouse. Okay, the town mouse and the country mouse, they were cousins, they were relatives. They often wrote letters to each other. Let us recap the item we have learned recently. Yes, we have learned adverbs in the previous video. Now let us watch how Jenica is retelling the story, the town mouse and the country mouse, using the adverbs. Okay.
Hi kids, hope you all are doing good. Today we are going to pick the adverbs of manner from a story. So as I narrate the story, you all can pick the adverbs of manner. There are totally 8 adverbs of manner in this story. So come on, let's start. Once there lived a mouse in a town called the town mouse, and a mouse in a village called the country mouse. The country mouse invited his town cousin warmly. Immediately the town mouse started his journey in a train. The country mouse was waiting in the village station eagerly. The train chugged slowly. The country mouse rushed hurriedly near him and got his luggage. Both of them hugged happily. They spoke interestingly about their experiences. They entered the mouse hole quickly. The dinner arranged by the country mouse was really fantastic. After the dinner, they took a rest peacefully. So kids, hope you all heard the story. So right now, let's pick the adverb of manner one by one. So the first adverb of manner is warmly. The country mouse invited his town cousin warmly. Next is eagerly. The country mouse was waiting in the village station eagerly. Next is slowly. The train chugged slowly. Next is hurriedly. The country mouse rushed hurriedly near him and got his luggage. Next is happily. Both of them hugged happily. Next is quickly. They entered the mouse hole quickly. Next is really. The dinner arranged by the country mouse was really fantastic. Next is peacefully. After the dinner, they took a rest peacefully. So I'm going to repeat all the adverbs of manner we learned today. First one is warmly. Next is eagerly, slowly, hurriedly, happily, quickly, really, and peacefully. Thank you.
Telling stories provides opportunities to speak the foreign language creatively. Yes, let us discuss about the uses of storytelling, of course. The storytelling impart knowledge. It helps to impart knowledge to the students, of course. It also helps to improve the vocabulary of the children. It develops a reading skill of the children. It also builds the values among them. The Djinn cursed the camel to have the hump on its back. Because of its laziness, the camel got the hump on its back. As a punishment only, the camel got the hump on its back. Yes, what's the moral of the story, children? We should not be lazy always. The lazy will be punished, okay? We have to work all the time. Don't be lazy, children. Okay. The storytelling technique can be used very effectively inside the classroom transactional process. While you are motivating the children, you can use this technique effectively. You should have observed that how Ilamadi teacher has told a story, isn't it? While she is introducing the grammar in context, that is the material now, she has told a fairy tale, isn't it?
Story. Are you all excited about it? Yes. Let us enjoy the story of an honest woodcutter. the woodcutter. Hearing his thoughts, an angel appeared before him. Yes. Listening to his words, the angel dived into the river and came up with a golden axe. But the woodcutter refused to get it because his axe was made of iron. Yes. Now the angel dived into the water and came up with a silver axe. Yes. Now the woodcutter refused to get it because his axe was made of iron. Right. At last the angel dived into the river and came up with the iron axe. Now the woodcutter happily accepted it. Yes, because it belongs to him. Yes. Seeing the truthful nature of the woodcutter, the angel gifted him the golden axe and silver axe. Yes. Do you like this story? Yes. What do you learn from this story, kids? Yes. Honesty is the best policy, which is the moral of this story.
Stories, the learners become aware of cultural values. Yes, they sharpen their memory and develops the ability to predict and infer. Stories also help us to make information more rememberable. Yes, they develop listening and speaking skills of children. They engage in thinking skill. They also create a good learning environment. Stories can be categorized into different types, of course. The funny stories, the moral stories, the bedtime stories, the animal stories. Yes, the small children, they like fairy tales. Yes, the grown-up children, that is the children belonging to upper primary level, they like some detective stories. Like that, according to our age, we like the stories. We are fond of the stories, of course. Okay. During the presentation stage also, the subject matter can be converted into a story and it can be narrated. The teacher can narrate it as a story, and also the teacher can give chance for the children to narrate the items introduced as a story inside the classroom. Okay. Now, the male bird asked his wife why the lady of the house was always quarreling with her husband. The female bird replied that it was none of their business. Yes, they have to watch their young ones from the cats. The use of pantomime and body language makes the story more comprehensible for the students. Yes, while you are telling the story, you have to show some facial expression and actions, isn't it? Ramaya's wife found it on the floor when she was sweeping the floor. She picked it up and wore it happily. Yes, but Ramaya got very angry with his wife. Yes, he scolded her and told her that it should be handed over to the village magistrate. Okay. All the content cannot be converted into a story, of course. But in most of the places, we can convert the subject matter into a story and it could be narrated. Okay. We can narrate the story by ourselves or chances may be given to the children. Yes, while you are reinforcing the items introduced, you can use this technique effectively. Okay. Yes, we have discussed about the storytelling technique in this video. Use this technique effectively inside your classroom teaching. Okay. Yes, to make your teaching more effective and interesting, you can use this technique. Okay. We can discuss with other techniques in the following videos. Till then, bye bye friends.